Hey everybody, this is Biel again, and I'm doing another video for you guys today, and this one is going to be another movie review on another Thai movie that I watched recently, and it's going to be on Bangkok Traffic Love Story, and it is this movie right here. Oops. That's the poster. I actually couldn't find a pretty poster for that one, so that's the picture of the main cast. Let's see, I can take out my notes here just so I get like the right information for you guys. So Bangkok Traffic Love Story, it is another romantic comedy. You guys know me by now that I do love watching romantic comedies, and it's from Thailand. It was released in 2009. It stars Cris Horwang and Theradej Wongpapan. Okay, that was really hard, like probably the hardest of all the Thai names I had to pronounce in the series of videos I've done on Thai films. But Cris Horwang is the girl. Anyways, alright, so a little bit of a plot summary for this movie. Mei Li is a 30-year-old perennially she's an always single lady who is stuck. Pretty much all of her group of friends are all married or either getting married, and on the eve of her best friend's wedding, she becomes, she pretty much drank herself to the point that she's too drunk, and she gets into a car accident where she meets this guy named Loong. I think that's his name in the movie. Loong? Anyways, the guy who is an engineer for Bangkok's Skytrain. That's like the LRT or the light railway transit that they have in Bangkok. From what I've gathered in the movie, I've never been to Thailand, so hey, it's a learning experience for me too. So the Skytrain, due to her accident, she had to resort to using public transportation, where she bumps into the guy Loong, starting their friendship and eventual romance. Mei Li actually starts to think that he is the one, because she's the kind of girl who's hasn't been in a relationship, and she's envious of all of her friends who are already married or getting married. So she thinks that he is the one, but can their love blossom when these two people, Mei Li and the guy, actually live two opposite lives, because she works during the day and he works during the night as an engineer for the trains. So their lives are pretty much day and night, and also there's a complication towards the middle of the movie where Loong, the guy, the engineer, does need to go out of the country for 2 years. So just right when their relationship starts to develop, that's what happens. Let's see. A review for this movie. I found this movie after I watched another movie, Hello Stranger, which I did a review on. It's gonna be up on the channel sometime, or on before or after this one, but it was a really cute movie about traveling to Korea, these two Thai foreigners. But this movie is kind of more rooted in Bangkok, and I believe the movie is actually tied with the Skytrain, so there's a lot of prominent product placement there, which I don't mind in movies, actually, if it's not like too obstructing, or they say it every 2 seconds. That's if they don't do that, that's totally fine with me. What I loved about this movie is that, Cris Horwang's character, Mei Li, is just so endearing and lovable. I mean, she's not conventionally pretty at all. She has more of the Chinese heritage as far as in Thailand, and she's very cute. She's classy as this 30-something single lady, but also you can sell, it sells, the movie sells that, you can tell that she's lonely and she wants to be in a relationship and she's longing for love. And the engineer guy, he's kind of at first starts more of like a eye candy, and I believe the actor is actually this very famous actor in Thailand, but and then you kind of get that poignancy about how like they never really meet on their terms just because of working day and night. what I loved about the movie is kind of shows a lot of the metaphors of getting into separate trains or going different ways, and how that's how their life is. At first, there's in the beginning of the movie is very cute just because she kind of really acts as this love-struck woman that's, you know, just trying to get a glimpse of him, trying to find out what his name is, trying to strike conversation awkwardly, and she actually works kind of this dead-end job. Like, she's not, she's selling like solar panels, so you know, again another metaphor of her being the daytime person, and he works at night on the Skytrain, you know, as a night person. So they actually meet like right after she comes home from work and he's going to work. So like I said, it's just a very kind of slow movie that you kind of watch and you're just like, wow, you know, like you go through the motions. Like, for the length of the movie, there's not that much that really happens, but you know, for me, I wasn't that much bothered, just because I love these kind of stories that are a slower type of a build-up of a romance. Let's see, and I think that's, you know, it's a good type of movie that you're just like, you know, I'm rambling on right now, but I actually do love this movie. There's just not that much I want to say about it because I don't want to ruin the feeling of the movie if you guys end up watching it. It's actually available here on YouTube, so you can Google it or YouTube it, and it's gonna have English subtitles. What else? Yeah, and it's actually what I thoroughly enjoyed about the movie was that there was a certain part in the middle of the movie about Songkran, which is, I believe, the Lunar New Year celebration in Thailand, where they actually, like, traditionally wise, is one of the traditions, I guess, that people come out with water guns or like buckets of water and like pretty much wet each other in the streets of Bangkok. So I thought it was a good insight to one of the traditions in Thailand. And there's also a very beautiful scene of the guy, actually, Loong. He lives in this pension house or dormitory that's overlooking one of the rivers there, and it's beautiful. Like, they show like the sunset, and typical of the metaphor that they have ongoing in the movie of day and night, and the transition between nighttime and daytime. And there's like a beautiful like montage scene, like a panning of the sunset, and it's just gorgeous. And I do sound like I'm not enthusiastic about the movie, but it is one of those movies that are like, you know, it's more poignant and introspective, but also very cute and adorable. There's a bit of a comedy there, more from Cris Horwang. I actually really enjoyed her portrayal of Mei Li, and I'm actually looking for more movies that she's starring in, just because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I liked her as a character, and I believe she's also in a more current movie that is coming out this year, I believe. Either it already came out or it's coming out later this year, called 7 something. And it's also stars 2PM Sneak Koon in that like kind of omnibus type of film. But Cris Horwang is there, so I will definitely look forward for that movie. Movie recommendations, definitely recommend First Kiss. I'm not going to do a review on it just because it's a kind of like one of those cheesy movies that, you know, there's not that much to say about, even if you like it. Fabulous 30, I did a review. It's going to be up pretty soon on this channel, or it will be up on this channel. I actually gave this movie a 4 out of 5, just because I do enjoy these kind of slow romantic movies. It kind of really reminded me of not in the time travel sense of it, but Il Mare, the Korean movie, just because it's slow. It's very like painted like with beautiful colors, and it's more of a heartfelt type of movie. So if you guys want to watch it, YouTube it or Google it. Subscribe if you guys want more reviews from me. Links are down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.